real quick before I forget, by the way, to any redhead people, because I mean, other people might be interested in this, but I doubt it. I don't know. Anyways, today I was looking up something about redheads again, guys, because I always do, because duh. Anyways, and it's so because I think it's so funny because the dynamics with me and my two older brothers who are redhead too, we're the only redheads in the family, and we're all one right after the other. So, anyways, I was looking into it for some reason, and they were comparing men and women of redheads, right? And I didn't know this. One, I didn't know being a redheaded female specifically comes with like can come with like a lot of medical issues. Like the only thing that redhead women score better on is like fertility because we can produce babies very well, and like one other thing. Other than that, we like do terrible on all other health categories. And maybe I'll put the study up or I'll link it. It even said that literally women with red hair can be comparable to BMI and smoking in variants of health status. So I'm pretty sure they're saying literally being a redhead is almost like a person being overweight. Like that's how big of a medical difference I guess it can have, or a health difference, whatever, health status difference. I don't fucking know. Again, I'll link the study and shit, guys. I'm not smart, okay? But I'll post the study. I really want to read it, but I'll probably fuck up the words if I try to. But it goes on to explain about how it obviously is the most sexually dimorphic trait of humans and whatnot, blah blah blah, and about why it's caused by a lot of estrogen, feminine hormones, blah blah blah. Anyways, it goes on to explaining like the eye colors and okay, first of all, redhead men are normally have darker hair than the women counterparts, which I can agree. My brothers both have darker hair than me. It's just slightly darker than mine, a little bit darker. It always has been, I think. And they also said, which I didn't know this, I did not know this, guys. Also said, obviously blue eyes come from estrogen too. Now, because red hair is a very feminized thing, it's from estrogen. That's why it's more rare that boys are redheads than girls. Girls are more likely to be redheads a lot of times because the estrogen, it's a whatever gender thing. But the boys, for eye colors, there were slight differences in eye colors too. The men who had red hair normally had either brown or blue eyes, and women of red hair normally have green eyes. Okay, and it's so crazy because both my brothers are older, but my second oldest brother, or the brother right after me, or the brother right before me, my brother who's only is it 2 years apart from me? Yeah, my brother who's only 2 years apart from me. He has blue eyes, which is funny because literally there's always been this joke that I was supposed to be the boy and he was supposed to be the girl. Like we were supposed to switch places because we were only a couple of years apart. We were only 2 years apart, which is the closest out of the whole family. And that explains partially why I'm so masculine. I think it's because I had so many brothers who were born before me. And I know that actually that's been linked to show that it ends up giving women a higher or lower finger digit ratio and more masculine qualities or what the fuck ever. Okay. So anyways, it's so funny because I sat there and thought about it. I said, "Oh my god!" And that explains why my brother James. It explains why we used to always joke that I would be the boy and he would be the girl, technically, because he had the blue eyes and he just something about him seemed more feminine than me. And he's technically not because believe it or not, my brother's even the one that's supposed to be the girl and I'm supposed to be the dude. He's still a very masculine guy, like very masculine. Like that's why I can't explain it to you, like. My brothers aren't fucking so-called betas or like, my brothers aren't like that anyway. They're very masculine people. So, but even though he is pretty damn masculine, I've always just like a notch above him. I don't know. We always felt like I should have been him. Like I should have been born in his spot. He should have been born in my spot. Anyways, it makes sense because he has the blue eyes. Now my older brother, who's like 5 or 6 or 7, or I don't know how many years apart, he has brown eyes. And he was way more aggressive. He was way more aggressive than the blue-eyed brother, especially when he came to targeting me. He was way more aggressive and masculine, just outright. And so it's funny. And then I have a greenish brown eye. I always thought they were more brown, but I guess they are kind of like greenish brown, which would make sense because all the testosterone in me would cause the bit of brown to sneak in. But the green, obviously, because I'm a female and I'm a female redhead, so that's what I would normally get. It's so funny because literally the more feminine brother, like the one that we've always seen as slightly more feminine, has had blue eyes. And it's not like we judge these characteristics when we're born. We're like, oh, you got blue eyes, so now you're a bitch. I'm saying, like, it was never like that. I'll link the study and stuff. If you're a redhead, you definitely might want to go read it because it's pretty interesting, especially if you have siblings, especially ones of the opposite sex. Because I think I'm so curious about the dynamics between the opposite sex in the redhead dynamics. You get what I'm saying? Being redhead and being, either or sex. Because, like, because with my brothers, and again, it could just be because it was with my brothers, obviously. I've always felt like redheads kind of compete with each other, like very heavily. Like they can't not compete, like with each other if they're boy and girl redheads. You get what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. Maybe I'll explain it in a different video. I feel like other communities kind of have the same problem too sometimes. Anyways, I'll explain in another video though. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So yeah, most redhead men have either the blue or the brown eyes. And blue obviously would be more feminine, brown more masculine, obviously. And redhead women normally have green eyes. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And being a redhead is comparable to fucking being a lifelong smoker, basically, which I'm both. Huh? What do you know? I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not, but I am. Alright, I think I'm gonna get off here, guys, for now.